Alright, so this is a tutorial for Half-Life 2 Inbounds of how to speedrun Half-Life 2 without going in our definition of out of bounds, which is being the void. But first things first, we gotta go over movement. And the movement in this game is pretty simple. The basic version of going fast, other than just, you know, sprinting when you get the suit, is just to turn backwards and just scroll your scroll wheel. Now you need to bind scroll wheel to jump, which is also definitely recommended. But we also have other ways of hopping as well, besides just going backwards. Also, don't press the S key when you land on the ground either. We do press the S key when we do what's called ASH, which is like this. Basically what you do there is you turn your mouse at an angle and then just hold S and a strafe key. Like S and D for if you're looking to the left, and S and A if you're looking to the right from the direction you're going. You'll probably be using that more often, since you can actually sort of see where you're going. And one last thing I'll quickly cover is AFH, which is what I'm doing here. Basically, it's basically just ASHing, but without turning to the side. And what you gotta do is you gotta tap S as soon as you land on the ground. And you can't hold it for too long, or otherwise you'll just lose all your speed. But once you have high enough speed, it's really easy to do. Like so. Unless you just hit that. Now, when we get the suit later, we'll go over some other movement, such as circle strafing. But for now, we're going to start the run, so what I recommend doing is going to New Game, just train station 01. I'll speed this up for demonstration purposes.
To imply you have been sleeping man in the wrong job. No one makes it deserving of a rest.
So when you're just about to start the run, I recommend making a run start bind. I already have one, so or just making a run start save, like load run start or whatever. Or I have that bound to a key, which is just that. And now, the very first, as soon as we start the game, we already have a trick we're gonna do. So where we have to clip out of the train, and the only way to clip out of the train is to lag the trains by save loading. So what I have done is I bound the J key on my keyboard to this right here. Save J, load J. And I just press it at the right time. If you're using a speedrun timer, it's about 1.5 seconds when that happens. You gotta save load. And how many times you have to save load and the timing of the save load is dependent on your PC. It's different for everybody. But what I can generally say about it is that the timing when you start, how I time it without the timer is you see this pole right here, right when it touches the right side of this window is when I save load for it. So basically this timing for save loading is you just want to hear that tiny little train horn puff sound. Just like that. I do it about 5 times. But your PC might need more or less even. But yeah, I do it 5 times. Then immediately after you do that, you hold S and jump into this corner, and the train should push you out like that. Once you get that down, which you'll just have to learn how your loading time is fair for this, we'll finally move on here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 ABHs and then turn around to an ASH and land on that spike right there. For some reason that spike has its collision geometry is actually sort of a slope, so if you hit it at the right angle you just fly up like that. So let me demonstrate that again. You might have to mistime a hop slightly to make sure you hit it correctly. But if you don't hit it correctly, you can just, let's say you do like, well, let's just say I didn't get it there. What you can do is you can just go over to the stairs here, because there's actually an invisible wall right here, but not right here. So you can just come over here. Like that. Now, this is important right here. When you skip the train, don't touch this trigger right here, or your game will crash. It's really easy to avoid the trigger, though. You just gotta stick left right here, and just be sure not to move right. And you'll be fine. Alright, so now once you like land there, what you're gonna try and do is you're gonna ASH. You're gonna try and grab either this or this, which we're gonna use to teleport Barney soon. So it's also very, very important. Another thing here is you can't move too fast through here. So if I like try and like go too fast here, these guys won't move here and they stop there, and you're pretty much just soft locked at that point. So you have to go slowly here and then just like sort of delay a little bit. As long as you hear "You citizen, come with me," you can basically take your time because it's gonna be an invisible wall over there. But yeah, you want to hit that as fast as possible before as fast as possible without the NPCs stopping. That's what I'm trying to say. So I recommend just stopping there and doing like an ABH like that, and then just ABHing backwards. So here's that invisible wall I was talking about, and when that door shuts, you can come in. Alright, so here, what I can do to orient the prop is like drop it and sort of walk around it like that. What I'm gonna do is get it in like this position, and then oh, Barney's forehead's sticking out. That's funny. So I'm gonna basically slowly move it down on his head, or like smack him with it really quickly, like sort of its own precise way, and it should teleport him if you do it right. Either like that or like that. It's kind of weird. It's a feeling thing pretty much for teleporting. So yeah. Now we're in a cutscene, and we can't really do much right now, other than just some more teleports. Now books are probably the easiest to teleport with the just smack him on the head strat like that. Even though I just sucked at it there. But now we're just in this cutscene. There's nothing really you can do right now, so we're just gonna make a sculpture real quick.
Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Well, I suck, I guess. I can't make it.
Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great.
Statue is definitely important, trust me.
I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him.
Alright, when he says you're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Connors' lab, right after he says that, you gotta teleport him.
I gotta go, Doc. We're
And
taking
this
enough
teleport will
chances
actually
as it
save
is.
time.
Very well. And, Gordon?
It's important to
Okay,
note that
Gordon, you're gonna
only
have to
some
make your own way
teleports
to
actually
Dr.
save
Klein's
time, like
lab.
this one, right here.
Man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon.
That teleport saves like half a second. And then here I'm just gonna climb this ladder. I'm gonna grab this, jump on it, and then just jump over like that. And then here is a little trick. Okay, this trigger right here is gonna make that guard go up to that door, or that doorway right there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna ASH into this corner and just sort of hold W into him, and you should be able to go right through him like that. So you can just ASH like that, and then you just go right through. I should also mention my sideways strafe I sort of do at the start of the ASH. Basically, I flick my mouse to the right, and then when I'm holding A and S, it sort of like air strafes me and gets me a little bit extra speed to start with. Just let that guy do that. Alright, so you come out here. This guy will leave me alone. So I like to just jump like that and then turn around like this. And then try and like jump over this gate like that, but that's quite hard and difficult. So if you can't get that, what you can do is you can stand here and we can do what's called like a quantum jump, which is basically related to quantum crouch, where you like displace your camera from yourself, but that's a whole another different thing. But what you can do is you can hold crouch, and then before you're all the way crouched, you can jump, and you jump a little bit higher. So what you can do is you can stand here, you can walk forward, crouch, and then jump right at the edge. And you can land on top of the fence to get over. That's typically what you're going to be doing, because I suck at that as well. Getting the launch over. If all else fails, you can just take the ladder. Now, there's two different options you can do here. If you want like RNG but easy to do, you can grab the baby here. Or if you want to do like cool and fun and more consistent but also like it's slightly slower, you can not take the baby. I'll show both strats. So you don't have to take the baby here if you're not going to do the baby strat. So here's a quick way to do this. You can like stand slightly back from the door and just like press E 3 times really fast and just move your mouse to open the door and re-grab the baby. And then now the quickest way to get up these stairs is to go up basically like wall strafe against the wall like that, like hold W and T against the right side. What we're also going to do is we're going to also scroll to go up faster. Like this. And now when you get right here, there's a trigger right here that's going to make this guard up here. And it's very important that we get over his head, because that will skip a trigger that makes us start taking damage. So you can just do like that. Now this is kind of hard for a beginner. If he starts whacking like this, it's kind of annoying, but you should be able to get over it if you try hard enough like that. You'll probably drop the baby, so you're just going to have to pick it back up. Another thing you can do if all else fails, you can throw the baby into him. And he'll stop. But yeah.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving!
Alright, so here I'm going to go over 2 different ways you can do this. So if you're just going to do the baby, use the baby to clip. You can just go there and then just fall down like that. And then you're going to come over here. In between like the A and the R in parking. Make sure you're like, if you look at the angles at the top right, I'm at 89 yaw. Pretty much 90 degrees is around where you want to be. And just like in between like -5 and 5 pitch. So you're just going to do that, and you're just going to walk into the wall. And when the baby slaps you, you're going to just save load down. And if you're lucky, you won't go through the void. And if you're lucky, you'll actually get it like that. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. So what you do is you just save load. And then you appear in the next, and then you appear in the next chapter. So when you get to this point, you can just go hit escape and press new game and go to the, and just click red letter day here. But I'm going to show the alternative to that strat, which is Bill's Big Thrill. Some sort of unique glitch that I like doing. So you're going to come up here, grab this, touch this trigger right here, and then fall down to make these guys come over here. And then when this guy gets like right here, when he turns left, you're gonna save load, which will make him go a little bit further and land in a better spot. So about like that. That was actually kind of bad. If you messed it up, you can actually reload the autosave here like that by finding a key to load autosave. So you need to make sure he's like turned good enough there. Oh, I did the exact same thing. Okay. I say loaded too early again. This strat is pretty difficult compared to just doing the baby clip, but the baby clip is inconsistent. There we go. Did it a bit later there and I got it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the prop. Basically, you're gonna be you want to like not touch the tire, but touch the tire and walk forward, which will make this do that. And then you're gonna jump into this texture, where when the prop gets to it, and you just hold crouch, and when you get here, you stand up, and then that also brings you here. And then you just go forward. And now we do that new game, same new game thing again.
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
Now, I'm gonna flip this barrel over by walking backwards with it, and also move it to the right. I like for the barrel to have this little point down here, which will make it easier to teleport Alex. This teleport saves only like a second, but it saves time.
People escape the city on foot.
As long as you get it, even if she's really close, it skips a little wait in her dialogue.
Finally on the verge of having a better way.
So once you get that, it's like the only one that actually saves time.
Here, let me buy you a drink.
And there's only 2 more teleports that actually save time left in the run.
Oh, and by
Or
the way,
not in the run, but you know, left in this cutscene. You can just teleport them just for practice and for fun, I guess.
Come out of there!
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her.
So now we just watch this cutscene.
I didn't know better. I'd suspect Barney of trapping and.
It's where you practice your
Gordon
AFHs.
It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow.
There's a few important things you gotta do in this cutscene to speed it up.
I must say, Gordon,
Like when we first get the suit, we have to come over here and
Alex has just installed
take all the armor.
for our resurrected
Otherwise,
teleport.
that'll skip some extra dialogue where he asks you to charge your suit.
Your talents surpass your.
And here,
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well,
another
it's
teleport
here.
doesn't really save time.
There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive.
Actually, that might save a little bit of time.
We
I'm
can't
not
keep
actually
him here
sure.
long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
But when Barney goes over to that button right there,
It's a red letter day.
that's when you,
We'll inaugurate the
that
new
teleport saves a little bit of
with
time.
double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous
What
about.
cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
Alright, here we go.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay.
That teleport saves, I guess, another second, but yeah. Rest of these don't really matter.
Here we go.
And just come over here and grab all this armor,
Lamar, there you are. I thought you got rid of that
which will
cat.
skip some dialogue.
Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your
Something fun you can do here is you can jump on Lamar's head and you can make her disappear when
Yeah,
she
my
tries to
pet.
jump.
Up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar.
Which
Those
is
are
pretty
so
good.
fragile. Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
Well, Gordon, I see your
I guess if you really want to, you can like practice your 360s.
The glove parts do. I've made a few modifications.
Like, look
but
up and drop
I'll
the
just
prop and just
acquaint
spin
you with
around.
the essentials. Now,
Alright, coming up here is probably the most important teleport in the whole, in the whole cutscene is when the climber goes over there to the painting and scans his eyes.
Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this.
Teleport likes to work a lot in a row or not at all. There we go, we got it. That one says like 5 seconds. And then here, this is kind of specific. You need to walk far enough in this room, but like, I forget exactly how it is, or otherwise you might like or Barney might soft lock. So you like walk far enough in to make them walk like that, and then just teleport them. And that's pretty much the end of the cutscene of anything speed related.
Why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word? Yes,
So just enjoy the cutscene, I guess.
Hold up on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our
Just jump
intention
up
to
here
send
and go
you
around like
packing
that.
straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Alright, so here to put this back in there quickly, as I just look a little bit below it, and just time it, and just press E and just look up.
Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing.
In 3, 2, 1. And then you just spam plus use.
Gordon, go right ahead. Very good.
And now we have a whole lot of nothing.
Commencing now.
I can't look.
Okay.
Well, did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
And not
Now
a
we got
moment
2
too
more
soon.
minutes of nothing for the rest of the cutscene to play out.
Excellent. Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Final sequence. What the hell? What is it? It's the freaking headhopper! Come on, let's go! There he is! Is Lamar with him? Forget about that!
Sit back and enjoy the cutscene.
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. You'll get drowned.
Something's drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is. Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Alright, here we go. Right after this, you can move around. So you're gonna run forward here and jump over this fence. Well, if you do it right, you can jump over the fence. You're basically like in a low host time scale right now. Just jump over just land on the fence like that and jump over. And now we're gonna grab one of these barrels, throw it into this corner, and quickly look left and look right and pick it up again. Sort of like we did with the baby earlier. Then you're gonna drop the barrel. I like to go for what's called barrel launch. You just sort of look down at like 40ish pitch, somewhere around there, 35 pitch, and it may or may not boost you up. But if you don't get it, you just go on top of it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prop climb, which is
Hey, Gordon.
its own sort of thing. So we need to get on top of that right there. So we're gonna prop climb to get on top of it. And what you gotta do is just jump on top of it and spam jump and spam E.
Hey, Gordon!
It sort of has a little bit of its own timing to it as well. You can't just 100% spam it. But once you get up here, you're pretty much good. And now you have two routes you can do. The easy route's to go down here. And then just get over, or ABH over that fence. Or you can do what's called a circle strafe over the fence like that. But what I like to do is I do a standing ABH and another standing ABH after a circle strafe. And basically, let me quickly explain what a circle strafe is. Now we have to do, so we sprint and hold a strafe key and turn around, and that'll give us like 500 or upwards of 500 units per second ground speed to start our jumps with for getting into an ABH. What we have to jump off there is actually kind of precise, because we have to jump off of this thing right here to land on top of that. Which is why this strat's not really that beginner friendly. But if you get it, it's really nice because you land right here where we're going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this pallet, and then we're going to... What I like to do is I line up the shadow, and this little opening in the shadow right here, I line that up to the corner of that. Well, maybe a little bit further forward, actually. Like that. And if you get good at circle strafing, you can just do like that over it. But if you can't do that, what you can do is just go here and just ABH. If you do it right. Just ABH. Get how exactly. Oh yeah, you do a plus walk ABH. So you can actually do standing ABHs like at low speeds rather easily if you do what's called a plus walk ABH, is when you hold plus walk when you try and do an ABH, essentially. Which makes that pretty simple. But yeah, that's how we get over this. So once we get down here, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna do another new game. And we're gonna go to Chapter 3, Root Canal. And now, basically just follow my route here, kill this guy, go through here, jump through, and wall strafe along these. And when you kill this guy, press E immediately to instantly grab his pistol. And now here we're gonna attempt dumpster launch, so we're gonna like ABH into the dumpster from like right here. Standing ABH, by the way. And if we fail, we're just gonna prop climb. I didn't get it. But if you do it right, you can land all the way up there. All the way up here. But since we didn't do it, we're just going to grab this and do another prop climb up. And then... now we gotta walk along this very thin clip brush right here. Which I will demonstrate like this. If you're good enough, it's actually in line with this fence that's down there. That's like right below it, so you can actually sort of tell where you are. If you're really good, you can just sprint backwards and strafe onto it. Unlike me, I'm apparently bad. Okay. Just do like 3 hops, and then land on the side of the pallet. And then you're gonna probably want to go into this wall because the train's literally right here. Shoot that. Get that out of your way. Headshot these guys. Maybe take an extra bit of ammo for safety from those guys. And then now this prop climb is a little hard because you gotta like go around this corner and like aim the box under you like this to get up here. And then now there's a hole right here, but you can just jump on top of this to get over this. We're gonna go this way. Now, there's some triggers down here that's actually quite important to hit properly. You're gonna want to hit this trigger that's on the ground before hitting this trigger. If not, it's not the end of the. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Actually, you can just when you're sitting in this trigger, you can save load to fix it. Actually, so when you get into this level, jump up here, jump up here, jump on this thing, kind of precise, and then I like to just ASH across here. Try not to lose speed. Some people like to come up here and attempt this strat.
What are you doing?
There we go. So if you do that strat right, you can actually
What are you doing? Please don't
bounce up right there. Also, I don't know what that was, but if you don't do that, and you can also like go around that way. If you don't do that, what you can do another one of those quantum jumps on top of this thing, and just go up here. I'm gonna make our way over here, stand on this, sprint over, and jump along that to dodge the barnacle there. Here, if you're good enough, you can sort of like bounce off the side onto there without having to do an extra jump, but whatever, I didn't get it. And then now, we're just gonna grab those. Take these, throw them into a single corner so they blow up faster. And be sure to shoot the one that's on fire. That'll actually make them blow up faster. So you're just gonna make your way this way, stand on here, jump over that. And you can grab this barrel, stick along the wall to not get tongued here. And same here. And then if this guy's blocking you, which sometimes he is, you can just shoot him and just go through here. This is kind of a precise room to not get stuck. And there we just... Let me actually show you what I did there. Ow! The barrel just landed on my head. So you can, when you are above the water and you sprint, your sprint will be maintained when you go under the water. It's just called sprint swimming. So we actually go underwater to not get blown up by the barrels. We just go on the ladder. One quick tip with ladders is that when you press E on them, you'll instantly hook on and hook off, and you can actually go through corners like that, doing it. Alright, so now that we're here, we can circle strafe over like this. But if you really can't circle strafe, you can come down here and do this ancient strat I forget how to do. You like go right here and then just, if you're really lucky, you can actually get it. To be honest, this strat's actually hard, or easier. If you know how to circle strafe, you just gotta get in this corner of the ladder and do that. So, if you really know your way around, you can just go right in through the hole like that, and if you're even better, you can go through this hole too. But if you can't, just make your way in here, and just fall down here and jump to the right without, like this, and just hold right, and you land right here. If not, if you fall, you can just take one of these bricks and climb up. So now we can try and skip this map. I like to just do like standing ASHs like that. There's like a push trigger right there, which will push me right into the where I want to go. There, I missed it. So if you can't do that, just like go right here, jump on this pallet, and jump up, and then continue on. We're just gonna make our way through here. Shoot this barrel. I like to shoot this barrel twice, but you don't have to. And I just sort of throw it over there to blow that open. So you're gonna go in here and you're gonna do this quickly, and if you don't do it fast enough, you're gonna have to walk here so he actually jumps down there. You're just gonna drag some extra supplies. Hopefully you can teleport him. If you're lucky and get that teleport's kinda hard. You kinda slowed it down though. So just gotta wait for him to open this. More wall strafing there. So here I throw the boxes into the manhacks, and here I'm gonna blow up this barrel to get everything out of my way here. And careful not to run into a door right away, or otherwise it'll reverse sometimes. Which is annoying. Throw these out of your way, open this door, and then do a quantum jump. Without like hitting the door here, otherwise you won't be able to jump over. Like that. It's just kind of a precise jump, but you can get the hang of it. fallouts fail, just pull out your crowbar and just break it. I did that without sprinting, by the way, just FYI. So make your way around these guys and sprint swim down here. Just go over here. And then turn around and do a 180 after you look up, and you go right here. Just sprint and jump up here. And hold W and you land right here. And then here you have to try not to get tongued, so you gotta like stick to this corner as much as you can, like that. Be sure to grab the SMG. And use the SMG to shoot the boards out of your way. And do more sprint swimming. And here I just do standing ABHs. I'm gonna let this up. And here you can just do normal bunny hopping in this event. And just shoot this once to get down here. And hold plus back and grab a barrel and toss it down. If you're really good, you can do manhack jump, but I've never gotten it before and I'm not gonna try it. So there's two ways you can do this. The easy way is to go up here from on the right with the barrel. And sort of like make your way on top of this. This room's just annoying in general, by the way, just FYI. So you're gonna make your way on top of here, but if you want to, you can do right here, but you kinda have to like not be fully against the wall. So you have to kinda like tap S to make sure you aren't against the wall to actually make it up. And then here we're just gonna jump around the corner and press E to grab the ladder. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprint and jump off the ladder like that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can do a circle strafe across as well. That's also valid. So here I'm gonna land on this little pixel walk spot and walk straight across. Throw that into the manhacks. Go up here. Here I'm gonna ASH over here. Careful not to get stuck here. If you need HP, there's some in this box right here and another health pack literally right next to it. Now we're gonna take this barrel, climb up here. Make sure to release it, because sometimes you're still holding it even though you're up here. And just sprint and jump across like that. And now we're finally up to boatless. So what we do for boatless to start off is you can go for a stuck launch off this explosive barrel, which tends to never happen, but you can get it. So what I like to do is I like to circle strafe into like a standing ABH. You pretty much have to do standing ABHs during boatless because of the water. So I go to ABH into a ASH like that, and then I just sort of steer myself into these hills, and if you do it right, you can like land right here at the valve to continue on. But if you miss it, it's fine, you can just make your way over there and go around. Like if you miss it, you can just come over here and do it. So now this tunnel is kind of annoying, so I like to do circle strafe into ASHs, then an AFH at the very end. But it's kind of precise to get. But if you just sort of like try and ASH your way through this tunnel, and if you do it right, you can like land down there. I can sort of demonstrate what like your thing might look like. Luckily this water you can actually like circle strafe on. So once you get here, I like to stick to this like left side here and land in the water right there to not die if you're like going really fast. And then that's just how you not die there. Getting around this is quite annoying. If you do it right, you can go around like that. But if you don't, just come right here and just what you can do is you can just sort of ASH like this. And make sure to like stand up right there. Actually, I pretty much only like standing ASHing on boatless. Like that. This is going to require some practice for plus walking. Because it's bound to alt. You have to like hold that with your thumb while you do this. So you're basically just going to ASH along the side of the water here, and then just sort of ASH in that slope, and then into the cliff right there. And that should give you the right angle to go into the next level over this right here. And now be sure don't hit this too high, otherwise you'll get stuck. And make sure you're not going too fast, or you'll accidentally load the previous level, which is quite annoying. So just transition level. Then now we're going to turn around. And this ABH is quite hard to do for a beginner, but you just circle strafe like this. Actually, missed it. I circle strafe and just sort of like follow this right here, but like stand in the water. All standing until like I get right up to the slope, and then I crouch. And only hit it for like a short, like when I'm on the slope, I'm only on it for a short period of time. To make it sound more floaty, and you should get over the gate. If you really can't, if you like actually can't do this, there's like a very big baby strat you can do here. You can like stand here and just shoot the barrel here, just go through. Like that. But we're not babies here, so we'll continue on. So if you do it right, you can actually sort of, if you have speed, you can sort of slope up off this and just do AFHs over there. But I want to assume you can't do that, so I want to do standing ASH, and then an AFH into that like that, and just land on like these hills here. This might be a little bit hard because it requires AFHs. But when in doubt, just you can just just go down there if you really need to. But this is the route I know and love. So just go over here, slope off this. Now this is important because there's like a skybox right there that's like really low, so you can't just go really high. You have to sort of make sure you have a really shallow angle to not hit it. For when you're slope off this. Ow. Also, it's important to mention that sprinting makes it so that you can strafe easier. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strafe into this slope right there, just behind those rocks, which will get me over that. Let me do that again. Like so. Sometimes the displacement will actually mess you up, but it's actually fine. It'll always pretty much boost you over here. And now make our way through here. Try and go as fast as you can. Just make your way across here, sort of slope off that. Now if you're really good here, if you have like speed, you can basically land an ASH like right there and fly over this, and like AFH over there. Which I'll try and demonstrate here. You can do like that, but that's probably very difficult for a beginner. So what you can do is you can just try your best to get over here. And I like to stand like just before like this dark patch of grass here. What you can do is you can do 3 ASHs and then turn around and 2 standing ABHs, and that'll get you through the gate every time here. Which is very nice. You can actually keep your speed past this without having to stop. That's kind of weird to do. Like that. You're just gonna like go around that corner and ASH in like that corner there. Like that. If you end up stopping right here, you can just sort of like stand right here and just cycle straight into a ASH like that to get up to basically reset yourself. Guess you turned to 18. Me 2 years ago. There we go. Like that. So you want to try and get over that. And then you can just hit the slope right here to survive. And hopefully keep speed into this tunnel. That corner likes to screw me over every time, by the way. Is that tutorial live? Yeah, it is. Lol. It's better than no tutorial, Rain. Come on, bro. So, I'm gonna try and live through this tunnel and just go here. And now we're gonna do our first real save deletion. I haven't updated Omega Lol. Z's with his memes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna quick save and quick load, and then save again. Hit escape, click load game, select the top save. If the autosave sneaks in there if you're trying to go fast, go ahead and delete that too. Press delete, and what I like to do is I like to press enter, move my mouse over to cancel, and then press your key that's bound to the reload, like that. And you save deleted. So when you start here, what I like to do is I like to turn around like this and then transition into an ASH. You're basically just going to be bouncing off the corner, or the corners of all these right there, and bounce like that. But this is quite a, that's probably quite difficult for somebody at the start. It's kind of a weird level. Also, I forgot to mention that you can like save load there to make yourself not stuck there. So you can just like hit these slopes right here, and what you want to try and do is land right there, right in this water, and then like hit that slope right there, and strafe over here, and do an AFH into the tunnel. My speed's a little weird here. Also, if you get annoyed by displacements here, what you can do is like you can crouch instantly, like after you start going up a slope, to avoid some displacements. Like that. So you're gonna strafe around there by sprinting and then just go and crouch. You're gonna get up on this side, not take any more damage, and then you can just try and like ABH there, but that's kind of hard because it's dark and like your screen's flashing. So you can just continue just like running on the side here. And what I like to do here is I stand right here and I just turn around and do like that into the next level. If you're really good, you can keep that speed that you had there and just like ABH through all the way to the end of the level. But if you can't do that, what you can do is you can just do another save deletion, which you'll probably have to do anyway. You'll probably get really slow in the tunnel. And you can stand like right here. Don't go too far because the level changes literally right there. But yeah, you can stay in this corner, turn around. And as long as you have at least like 1500 speed, you'll be fine. Just land right here and go up here. Now, there's a couple of different routes you can do for this map. I like doing this because I suck at the other route. You sort of go down here, but other runners like to bounce off that. And then bounce off and like slope off of this from like jumping off right there and go on top level. But what I do is I go down here. And I stop right here and I'm gonna try and ASH into that. But you kind of want to like ASH into it at like sort of a light, like a shallow angle, so you don't go too high. But if you do go too high, what you can do is you can land on the crane like I did here and just fall down here and not die. You just come down like that. And now what I do is just sort of standing ASH off that ramp and move right and go up here. And now we're finally on the new stuff. That's actually the reason this tutorial exists. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna save delete again. Hello game. Game, are you okay? What? That was weird. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna save delete again. And what we're gonna do is get in the airboat. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go backwards here. It's kind of precise. So there's this trigger here. You need to go up to it. I'll tell him the chords in a second. Calm down, Zeus. I look for this texture on the wall and I make sure to stop like about right here. Then what I do is I sort of make the airboat slowly move backwards here. And now I look at the top right here, and I sprint into the airboat, and when this value, the middle value here, is about 9,970, you get back into the airboat. Like this. And that'll teleport you past this trigger. And then now you want your value to be like around like 130 and like 150-ish around there. And it will put you in the no clip state. Also look directly forward, by the way. And now we're in the no clip state, so to stay inbounds, I'm just gonna do like this. Just follow the inbounds rule here. What you can do is you can hold W and like turn to the side and like tap a strafe key to like sort of increase your speed a little bit, like this. Also, that path I took is inbounds, trust me. Let's go through here like this. And then now, break the top crate and grab its contents, then break these two crates. What this will do is that'll make that spawn a med kit. And then this crate, even though it has ammo, is really important because that'll seed crates in a later map. Now that we're over here, we're just gonna go over here and touch the barnacle to get out of the no-clip state. Oh, just go straight through it, I guess. And then now we sort of do what we did before, but sort of on the side here. And then pretty much do the map the same as we did earlier. Alright, so now we're in the quick clip state, which is the reason why this tutorial exists. And what quick clipping does allows us to do stuff like this. I said like this. Give me a second here to have my angles correct. There we go, I wasn't crouching. Okay. So, in order to do this consistently is, depending on the prop, your pitch angle here can be like within like -5 and +5. It has to be like, each prop is different for what it likes. But the middle angle here, your yaw needs to be 90 degrees from the wall. And you can sort of tell if it's 90 degrees or not, depending if it's like 180 or like 90 or 179 rather. Or like 270. But yeah. You can just hold up to the wall and like jump crouch into it like that. Barrels like to be aimed a little bit low when you do it, like so. And then once I'm here, I just ASH along here, grab the box here, sort of standing ASH. And now I like to use the box on like this metal piece right here, because this right here just doesn't like to work. Big boxes are just really bad in general for this, but yeah. I aim around -5 with a big box. Like that. And then now what I do here is, well, this is a lot easier because we just place boxes on the ground. Just just on top of each other like that. And if a box is standing perfectly still, you won't get stuck in it. You just jump into it. Like so. And you go through. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump up here, just ASH along. Land here. And well, this is chili launch. This is definitely not beginner friendly. But I guess I'll show it off anyway. So chili launch is you go up to this right here. You go backwards. You do about 2 hops. And then on the 3rd hop you turn to the left. And then you turn to the right. And then you should get another hop about right here, and you should slope off this and go way up there. It's kind of weird. There we go, like so. Make sure to release your strafe key when you're going into that wall. Right there. But if you can't get up, if you really can't get up there, you can just... I don't really have a good route for this, actually, fortunately. So, you can just sort of go through the level in sort of like a janky way. I'll demonstrate, like, the end of the map after doing chili launch again. So just make your way. Go ahead and go up here. And then you'll probably take a lot of key damage. You can just take these crates, which will have HP in them. Turn the volume down a little bit. I turned it up initially, but it's a little loud now. But if you do chili launch, if you do it perfect, it should look something like this. Because you actually kind of want to land in a specific spot. Or in specific places to make the end of the map really fast. If I can actually do it, of course. Like I said, it's not really a beginner-friendly strat here. I can actually do it. There we go, that should have... No, that wasn't. My view is slightly... Just needs to be angled into the wall. Now I can't do it, of course. Of course! The classic. No. Now I really just can't do it, can I? No, I had it there. Okay, now I'm just making a fool of myself. Not being able to do this strat. I am doing ridge trace at the beginning. For some reason that helps me. There we go. So, what you can do is you can like bounce off this. And then like do an AFH across that flip brush and just go over like that. But if you can't do that, as long as you at least make it to... Well, let me actually try and get down there first. Oh, come on. You can also sort of like slope off this and do the same thing. But yeah, as long as you make it like right here, you can just sort of... If you're really good, this ASH is very annoying to do. You can sort of do like that. If you have like above like 70 HP, you're perfectly fine to just go through that. But if you can't do that, you can just sort of go up here. Just go along that and go around like that. That's pretty much all the ways you can do the end of the map there. It's just a bunch of ways you can do it. And here we're just going to ASH along the side of the tunnel there. And what I like to do is like to slope up to the side here to not accidentally like slope up off that, hit my head on that. Just get over here. I like to stick to the left here. Just go around like that. Do some like cool AFHs. Go into the tunnel like that. That's like the speed strat, but you can't do that as long as you like make it to the right here. What I like to do is just circle strafe. And now my route's kind of important because you need to avoid the barnacle here. So I just stick to the right here, and then like I sort of turn into that corner once you get a feeling of where that corner is. You can sort of turn left, but not hard enough to touch that barnacle. And you should be able to make it through just fine there. Sometimes that corner will mess you up, which is annoying, like that. But yeah, as long as you get around that barnacle, you're pretty much home free at that point. So I like to blow up that barrel just to get that guy out of our way, and he might spawn HP, which is kind of good. And then here is kind of weird. I like to do like a couple ASHs into an AFH, and sort of go into the side of the tunnel like that to give myself a good angle to go around there. But of course, that's probably too difficult. If it's too difficult, you can just sort of go around like that and turn around. And if all else fails, you can just take the L and swim, like so. But you need to come over here because we need to blow up these crates. If you grab the ammo on Canals 10, which is while we were in no clip, this should spawn a grenade and a SMG nade, which is probably somewhere in the rubble over there. Which, yeah, we got an SMG nade. Also, give us full HP, which is very nice. This crate is just, this red crate is just very nice. And we just go out and circle strafe and just bounce ourselves up here. If you can't bounce yourself up here, you can just jump. Here, I like to just turn around, do a couple standing ASHs and turn around like that. Strafe around. And now this map. This map is very... It's very YOLO. That's all I have to say about it. But my setup for it is to run across this log and like be in line with this corner here. And just turn around. And then just sort of go to the left slightly and then turn to the right. It's always the old Goknak lineup. Yeah. I don't even remember what that lineup is. But yeah, just run across, jump, turn around. Just do like a couple hops there and then like turn around. Or just do some meme strats. It's also a fun map just to meme ABH on, if you really want to. But yeah. You come down here, and if you're really good you can do this strat. Oh yeah. Like that. But that's really hard. Don't do that. You can do that if you want to. Basically, I'm boosting off this little underwater hill right here. Which is kind of difficult. You can't do that, just make your way to the ladder over here. You can actually get yourself some speed, which would be preferable here. If you don't get a high enough boost, you can just land like right there and come this way as well. Come up here. Now we're finally to the next cutscene. So this cutscene has its own unique set of skips now compared to what we had before, which is great. So I'm gonna, well, this part of the skip is not really required, but I'm gonna grab this barrel and just clip through right there. Barrels really like to be used at like a very low pitch. So I just clip through there and just move these barrels slightly closer. It doesn't really matter right now. It's just a cutscene.
Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman? Is that you? You've made it here.
And now I can just break this and break this to get a good prop to teleport Mossman with.
I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman. I've been hearing about you since long before the Black Mesa incident. Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Kleiner when they were at the top of their field.
Another good chance to practice your chat AFHs. Okay.
I'll take you down to Eli.
So here's one of the only teleports that saves time right here. You pretty much don't have to worry about other teleports until like one other later. Also, this is important. Stick one barrel in, but don't walk through this door, otherwise it'll shut behind you. Like that. So we're gonna have that barrel there, and we're gonna tip this one over. And I like to set it like right here. Make sure it's sitting nice and still. And take this one.
But they failed to factor in the dark energy equations. They can tunnel through from their universe, but once they're here, they're dependent on local transportation. If they knew what we were doing...
So you're gonna get in this elevator as quick as you can to make Mossman join you. And you go ahead and pre-line up because we're gonna quick clip out of this elevator pretty quickly.
Post-doc. I'm just so excited to think that we'll finally have the chance to work together. Where was...
Oh, nice.
Where was it?
Oh, is this working out well?
Where was it?
There we go. So you're just gonna hold W into that, and then you're gonna jump on the corner of this bed frame and just stand there. And that'll get you all the way down.
Where was I? Oh.
So we're just trying to race Mossman in the elevator down, and then go into this room as fast as possible. What that'll do is activate a set of dialogue Eli says, and basically speed up the cutscene, just because, you know, that's supposed to happen at that specific time, so it just like makes that part of the cutscene exist, which will spawn Alex very soon. So you're gonna go in here and just quick clip into the room and quick clip out, and just walk back over here to make Eli talk, which will make Alex spawn if you delay his audio. So what I like to do is I like to just shake the electronic device right in front of Mossman like this, if you do it right. Okay.
My God, you haven't changed one iota. How do you do it?
That was dumb. So if you block Mossman like good enough, you can
Let me get a look at you, man.
you can spawn Alex 30 seconds earlier.
How do you do it?
So you need to try and not get her past that fence. But after he says like, "How do you do it?" you can let her go, which will make Alex spawn.
I sent you up for
The
help
Vortigaunt said you were
after the
here.
resonance
Can't
cascade.
believe you made it.
If you don't get it,
This long to get back to me.
after Eli says, "Feel free to look around," that's when Alex will spawn. It loses like 30 seconds over the full skip, but yeah.
Can't handle. With the possible exception, MIT graduates
Dad,
are few and
please.
far
Just go ahead and
between.
enjoy the
We'll
view
get you
here.
out of that hazard suit and back into your lab coat where you belong.
Let me just finish up some work and I'll see what I can dig up. Dr. Freeman, it's been a real honor. I'm looking forward to working together.
Take a look at this, Gordon. Feel free to look around.
Also, blocking Mossman's kind of weird. It's just the weird thing. So I'm gonna go and take this one barrel and just set it up for later, just by sitting in this corner. And now we just sit here and wait for a bit until Mossman comes out this door. And this will be the one of the other teleports that save time.
Alex, I thought you were on watch.
The Vortigaunts relieved me so I could come see Gordon. Anyway, I should be in here working on the portal.
I have the repairs well in hand. Someone misjudged the capacity of the Combine Thyristor.
Are you blaming
So we're just gonna
me?
go into this corner, which is kind of important. It makes Alex walk towards this corner.
Then maybe
in a second
you should
here.
let me do the calculations next time, as well as installing it.
Alex, really? Sometimes I think you deliberately misunderstand me.
Alex, why don't you take Gordon along and give him some...
So this is where she walks towards you.
Sure. Come on, Gordon. Let's go have some fun.
And I
The
just get out of her
zero-point
way.
energy field manipulator is not a toy, Alex.
Ugh, let's get out of here.
And now you're just gonna want to attempt to teleport, and then just go through like that, and
So I
toss
see
that
Dr. Mossman.
over there to teleport her later, and just
She's
jump
one of the
through.
main reasons I spend so much time outside.
So you're gonna take one box, we're gonna place it about right here. You're gonna take the barrel and just place it in this corner up here for later.
It just gets a bit claustrophobic down here.
So now we're gonna try and teleport her.
That's the old passage to Raven.
And now we're gonna stay on this ramp, which will make Alex walk this direction sooner. There we go, like that. And then now this teleport saves a bunch of time, but it's really annoying. It doesn't like to work. Sorta got it there. Oh god. The box is sort of blocking. When she gets that button, you can just throw that away. So, this is a new strat by Z's. Shoutouts to Z's and his nonsense. So you can like circle strafe into this, and if you're really good, you can go directly into the box. Like ABH into the box. as soon as you go through the wall here, like that. But if you don't get that, you can just not do that. And if you also just can't get this, you can just take the barrel and just do that. And then all you have to do is just...
So, here we are.
You can actually just sort of do an ASH through the box like that too. That'll also work. And here we're gonna take the barrel and just clip to the wall here. To skip that. Also, putting that box there and going through the box, there's like an invisible wall there. Probably should have mentioned that a while back, but yeah. Literally, as I started explaining it, Z's Omega will. Okay. Here is kind of a weird jump. You gotta like jump like right here into this to clip through. And what I like to do here is I like to hit the lock with the crowbar and then immediately hit this open. Do it right. It'll be open. And now we're gonna do a trick called ladder speeding. It's basically like pure RNG and annoying, but like what you do is you just hold W and just spam crouch and space at the same time. And you sometimes boost up. So now we're in Ravenholm. And first thing is to sprint forward and blow this up with your revolver. Go over here. And I like to basically land on this and jump over like this to get around here. Stick to the left and then like go to the right. Oh, these zombies. So we're gonna grab this barrel, whip it over like this. I just sort of crouch down and like set it right there. And then jump on it. If you can't do this, there's actually a different strat you can do that's easier. I'll actually demonstrate. So that's what you do if you want to do that strat, but that strat can be kind of difficult. I also should mention, like, in order to actually jump when you're in quick clip, to actually be able to like jump when you're standing on a prop in quick clip, you have to like do a crouch jump thing like we did in Train Station 02. But yeah. Alright, let me actually demonstrate the other strat again. Okay, so we'll have our barrel vertical. We just place it sort of right here next to this. And then we just jump on like this thing on this thing. And just go over here and just sort of land right there. And just... I'll sort of walk backwards too. It's also kind of important. Actually, where is it? I forget. I just don't remember how to do this strat exactly, but I gotta be higher. Yeah, maybe. Stand up after lunch. Oh wow, the freaking zombies already here. Go away. In the air. Yeah. Maybe I just bring that a little bit closer. That'll probably actually make it work, actually. Bring it closer and just aiming higher. There we go. We're getting there. Okay. This is an older strat that I don't do, which is why I suck at it, but it's a little bit easier. So you just want to land like right here. And then sort of jump around this corner if you can. Actually, no wait, you can't do that. Forget. There we go. Just stand there and jump around here, and now you can just fall down here. And continue this way. Go through here. Through here. Open this. Grab a barrel. And turn around and clip right here. And this should put you right here. There's an HP right here, which is good, and some grenades, which is also good. Just make our way over here and walk into this table, and then walk backwards to transition to the level. And now this level. This level is a hard strat, and I guess I can try and show what might be an easier strat. Hopefully it's an easier strat. So the hard strat here is to come right here. Stand right here. Don't be against this pipe, but sort of stand back. Grab your grenade. Jump on the pipe, and time a boost right there. Actually, no matter what, you have to come over here anyway. So just come right here and try and grab your grenade. So the strat is basically to do a double nade boost here. I like to sort of set it right there. Like I said, this strat's a little bit hard. And just bounce off that roof. You can land right here, or you can like actually strafe over this and land right here. But if you can't do that, what you can do instead is you just like come over here. Just grab that SMG nade I grabbed. I don't know if you noticed, but I actually grabbed an SMG nade right there. That's also an important thing I sort of missed there. But yeah, you grab that SMG nade, come up here, jump up here, and do a nade boost over here. Just climb the ladder. And now we're gonna pull out a grenade, stand in this corner, and like look like right here, and just time a jump, and then like instantly turn around after you jump. If you do it correctly, of course. And then just strafe into that right there. So once you make it over here, also if you end up, if you can't like make it over here all the way, you can like land here, and you can just sort of ABH up here, and just go around like this, and you can fall back down right here and you'll be in the same place. But yeah, I like to just glide by that table and get HP. And now we're going to do what's called ravioli strats, which is great. So we're going to time another nade. Most of these boosts here have a specific timing for like when you're supposed to throw the grenade. But here, or when you're supposed to jump, rather. So we're going to throw the grenade. And we're going to look at like this, the right side of this sort of line that's right here. And then go backwards and jump. If you do it correctly. It's also a standing AVH. You should get ridiculous height, and you can like land right here to save yourself. Or if you don't get that much height, as long as you sort of make it up there, you skip the level, which is what we want. As long as you like make it up right here, you can just go down right here. Just keep going. And here we're gonna grab that HP, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna fall down and we're gonna like air strafe around here and just sort of land on like this slope right here if you can, and not hit this like I always do. But yeah, so we're gonna land here and then just fall down and strafe around onto here to grab this HP, and just sprint up here and then land here to avoid fall damage, like so, and just run up the stairs. So we're gonna fall down here and just sprint swim. Go up here, sprint swim some more. Probably, and you're definitely gonna run out of sprint here. There's two strats you can do here. You can throw a nade right here and like stand here, and do a boost there to go up here really quickly. But if you like somehow can't do that, just come over here, jump on top of this, and jump over. Just try and ABH up like this. Also, I think I'm gonna make this a two-parter tutorial because I'm already like tired. So the next part will be on coast. So this will be the last map here. So I get here and then I sort of ASH and into AFH. I actually kind of want to try some stuff here I forgot about. If you're a true Chad, you can bounce off a little slope that's like right here somewhere and like fly over. But what I like to do is pull the revolver out and walk backwards and shoot the barrel there. Hopefully they don't blow it up. can sort of just do like that to get across. You basically won't need to get past these logs before they block you. And quick clip high speed through crates. That's ridiculously precise and doesn't work Z's. And also that the red thing there likes to not ever clip you ever, and just it's probably a static prop. It's probably why it doesn't want to clip you. So just gonna make your way over here, grab this HP, and walk into this van to get the shotgun. There might be an SMG near that spawns, but whatever. So we're just gonna ASH into this pallet, and if the guys don't shoot it, you can just go straight through. Usually if you're quick, you can do it. And then here you can also, if you're really good, you can go right into this. But I suck, so we're just gonna go through here and break this. So we're gonna go here and do an ASH into the table here, like so. And now we're in this room. And we're gonna take this and clip here. And now we are on coast. So you should have 100 HP and 45 suit here. And we will continue this tutorial later. Probably